So in this video we are going to see how to use group by function in XSLT. So here is our XML input. So it has some data elements, and in the data elements we have person, and in some data element we have the information about age. So the unique identifier is like the row. So basically this particular data element and this particular data element belongs to the same row, that is row number 1, where column 0 is person and person is Sam, and column 1 is age and age is 25. Similarly for this one we have row number as 0 and the corresponding row is this one, where person and age are different. So our objective is to create a list of items where it correlates the person with the age. So here after transformation we will need a file with 2 items, and within item we will have person and age as fields. So here we will be using the default template that has been provided by this extension. So this is the default template. So I have enabled the XSLT3 extension in VS Code and I am using that. So I am going to modify the code as per our need. So basically I am going to remove this one and then put some code. So here, as it is basically a grouping function, so we have a grouping function that is called XSL for each group. There we have to specify what we have to select. So we are going to select this data, so we are going to do the operation on the data. So this will be root/data, and here we are going to match with the root node. So I'm going to remove this star, and then we have to specify by which particular field we want to group. So we are going to group based on row, right? So rows is the identifier for grouping, so we are going to put row here. Now what I wanted to do is that, okay, so we first we need to have the root element. So our root element name is list. Okay, so basically you can use auto formatter also, and within this list we will have this for each group. So now we will have list, and within list we will have items, or I can specify item only. So what I am saying, our root element in list, and we have to group based on the row field, and we are doing the operation on data. Now it's going to create multiple or single based on the whatever it gets from the input XML, the item nodes. So basically what we need to write is like, we need the value of person, right, and the value would be XSL value of, and we are going to select current group, and then the person field, and we are going to end this tag. and then we have another field called age. So we have selected person and then we have to select age. Again the same thing, we have to select the current group and then we can select age, and then we are going to add this, in this tag. So this is the XSLT looks like, and let's see how the result gets generated. So I am going to change something. So XSLT file name is groupby.xsl. Input is this, and I am going to keep the result name as result.xml. Now I'm going to run this and see what is the result getting generated. So you can see this result is got generated, and we have got two items with person and age, and let's see if it is matching with the input. So yeah, Sam is at row 1 and Sam's age is 25. So Sam and 25 should be in one item. Sam and 25. Then we had the another one, Samara and age 23. Okay, so let's then change this input and see how the things are working. If we add one more row, so I have copied this and I can see let me put some value like 32, and this belongs to probably row number 2, and this is age, this is be column 1. Okay, so I am putting person name and it will be row number 2, and let's execute this again and see. Okay, now the result is changed. Yeah, so this has been changed. Yeah, I'm getting 3 results now. So we are going to reuse that code in this flow. So I have already uploaded that code. So the way to upload is you go to resources and then click on the add button. Then you have to select mapping, then XSLT mapping, and it will give you the option to select the file. So you can see I have already the file uploaded. Now I am going to add that XSLT mapping step over here, and then we are going to assign that particular mapping that we have just uploaded to this. Now we are going to run the simulation. So before that we have to do the input. We have to provide the input. Done. And then we are going to run the simulation. So you can see it's running. Let's wait for some time. Yeah. It says simulation completed successfully. If I go to the output, I can see there are 3 records.